And next be Nobunagun, which kind of the same premise. You have historical themes in this one as well. Like the main girl in her family tree, I guess Nobunaga is in her tree, and she can basically use the weapons that he's famous for by using a device. It's like kind of like a ball. She touches and she gets this giant bazooka gun, machine gun thing. It's really cool. And I like it because it's very stylized, and the OST and opening, a lot of it's really good. It's just, right now it's kind of slow, and I kind of want to see the other characters. And like I said, like Nobunaga the Fool, there are a lot of historical characters in that as well. So, I guess maybe more known characters, I guess you could say. And next to be Noragami, which is Bones. I like what they do when they get a hold of any kind of project. They're really good. I know there's a manga out for it, but I haven't read it. But so far it's kind of interesting. A little bit of Soul Eater in a certain way, because you have these demons or ghosts that can transform into weapons, and that's kind of neat how they've thrown that in there. And yeah, so far I like the opening, endings, really good on that one, and it's just good fun. If you like a supernatural show that's about some guy who wants to be a famous god, that's why I kind of like it. It's got a little comedic twist to it with the main character, how he acts, and yeah. Noah Rin, which is kind of like Silver Spoon, but not really. It does take place in the farming school, but it's more about an idol who kind of quits being an idol and she wants to go live a normal life. So she goes to this school because I'm assuming that since I think she knows the main guy sent her vegetables, and I think she wants to look for this guy who sent them to her, and she's interested in him. It's not the funniest show ever. It's kind of stupid. I mean, episode 2, second half, we were worried about panties the entire time, and I was just like, okay, this is ridiculous, so can we move on to something else? Yeah. I'm not watching this, not sure what that is. This one, I think it's just Omocha, which is kind of about a ghost that takes over this girl's body, and she wants to get with the brother. It's very incest, it's kind of stupid. I don't think anyone would like that very much, but yeah. I'm not watching Saki season, I think 3? Yeah, I'm not watching that. I don't like Mahjong, so yeah. Sakura Trick I have dropped. It's kind of repetitive. I know it's Yuri. I mean, I knew that going into the series, so but I wasn't expecting it. Kissing scenes every 10 minutes, and that seems what it's doing. It's kind of boring, so yeah. No, I'm not watching that anymore. Serokai Yakindoma, which is kind of the same as like Omatra, it's the sexual themed show, and it's a comedy, so it's kind of fast paced, and the jokes keep flying by like really fast, and 90% of the jokes are sexual, so if you're not into that, every 10 minutes there's a bleep sound or a suggested theme, you're not gonna like it. But I like because the characters are pretty funny, and it's just a fun show, really fast and fun. Next would be Sekai Sekifu Boundary no Zvezda, yeah. This was really fun. It's about a little girl that wants to take over the world, and she has this team of like, I guess, misfits, I guess you would call them, that want to help her take over the world. They want to help her achieve this goal. And it's kind of a wacky take on like maybe superheroes and supervillains, because we have the main guys, which are Zvezda. They're kind of evil, not really killing people, but they're looked as the bad guy. And you have the other people that are dressed in white. I think they're called White Light or something, and they're the heroes. So, and I'm waiting for them to flip it where the heroes are actually the bad guys and the good guys are actually the evil people. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's interesting show. It's fun, very colorful and bright, and it's a good time. Supersonico I dropped after episode 1. It's just not my show, so I dropped that. Space Dandy I'm watching through Toonami because I like the dub. Because Funimation, I think they've done a good job with that. And it's another Bones show. So Bones has 2 things this season that I really like. But yeah, Dandy is just basically him going on space adventures, and has his obsession with like boobs and butts and stuff like that. It's kind of, if you're not into that and you find that a turn off and you just don't want to look at that, then it may not be for you. But I like the mindless comedy and not so serious plot. So yeah, and it's from the guys at Cowboy Bebop. So that doesn't really say much because I know it's a different theme and all. But yeah, Not watching this, not sure what that is. I guess Love Song of the Palette, I think that's what they translated for. It's okay, it's very slow. The characters are kind of boring. I'll probably end up dropping that soon if it doesn't get interesting, but we're there. Next is Wake Up Girls, which is about these idols, or these girls that just want to be an idol. So they form this group with the help of a manager, and it just basically shows you the steps of a up-and-coming idol group, and kind of the stuff they have to go through to become famous, and a lot of it's kind of sketchy. In episode 2 involved a lot of fan service, and that's not really what people want to see in an idol show. I mean, like, example would be like Idol Master, which is a more fun, colorful show. This one's more of a realistic take on the idol business and how it's not so pretty all the time. I guess it's very, like I said, very nasty at times. Next up is Witchcraft Works, JC Staff. They always do magic shows. If you've seen like Familiar Zero or Shigaka no Shannon or Index, it kind of feels like it's one of those shows where it's, you know, magic is very cool to watch and very neat, and the characters in this are actually entertaining. Even though I was a little kind of turned off by the main dude, he's kind of a wimp, but I guess it's an alternative. Instead of the guy saving the girl, you have the girl saving the guy, and all these witches are after him for some unknown reason. They haven't explained why, and like I said, it's JC Staff, and they tend to do very good with these shows, so I like that. And Wizard Baristas is kind of the same as Witchcraft. There's magic involved, and this one's like a take on like courtrooms and stuff. And I know a lot of people don't like the comparison to a show like Psycho-Pass because it's not, and I realize that it's not, and I agree on those things that it's not. But I'm like thinking, you know, we don't really have very many courtroom themed anime, so I guess this may be a different take on it. I know we have like Danganronpa, which isn't really a courtroom, it's just more of like who did what and they kill a person off. So Wizard Baristas is okay, I don't mind it. It's by ARMS, which is weird because ARMS is a fan service studio who does a lot of fan service shows, so it's like it's weird to see them go on a kind of real, like, I guess detailed show with animation and stuff. It's kind of funny, but yeah, that's good. It's fun. And these two I'm not watching because I think this is a little kids show. Everything are both card games, and I don't really like that. But yeah, that's been my I guess overview of winter so far. What I've been watching, what I've dropped, what I might be dropping, and